diagnose the problem for us. Explain to us how that breakdown happened.
We have had a lot of societal change in a really short period of time. And some of that is ideological, but most of it, and I'd say the ideology is also coming from this, is actually to do with technological change. I mean, the pill is basically like the big thing that I'm interested in this book. But it's not just the pill, it's the internet, it's, it's domestic and international migration, which is enabled by the aeroplane. Like basically we've had this enormous technological change to the way that humans have lived forever that has occurred in the last, let's say, 200 years post-industrial revolution, and that's really accelerated in the digital era. And I think that what it's done is it's kind of shredded our social institutions. It's obviously brought a lot of comfort and affluence and convenience and all sorts of things that I celebrate and everyone celebrates, but it has also led to a lot of dislocation. And the example that I always think of when it comes to sexual relationships is, and this really affects Gen Z, it turns out, right, that people left to their own devices, young people, actually find it really, really hard to find life partners. It turns out that it's a really difficult coordination effort to meet the right person at the right moment, for them to be a suitable partner, for you to, get hitched in the right way, start a family, all this stuff, this like sequence of events that needs to happen at the right time is actually really hard. I mean, like I've been with my husband for over 10 years and we both look back and we're like, how did we get so lucky? We just basically bumped into each other and it kind of worked out. There isn't really a template now, not as such. It's kind of an improvisation, I think. Whereas in the past, and indeed in other cultures, my first degree was in anthropology, so I always come at this with a kind of the mind of the anthropologist and thinking, what is it about us that makes us different from other cultures? And other cultures invariably have much more formal ways of doing things in terms of matchmaking young people and getting them married and getting them starting families, and we don't. And in some ways that's good, right? It does mean that the outlier people, the unusual people, can be experimental and can have more freedom and can have more options, and that's really good for them. But I think for most people, actually, it just produces a degree of passivity and almost flailing. I think that that's so much of what we see actually among young people now.